Coronavirus is also hitting the stock market hard and the economy with closings across the country of restaurants and many stores. Our CBN News financial editor Drew Parkhill is here now with us to take a look at the fallout from the virus. So how much of this is hurting the economy? Are we looking at another recession?
Okay, first of all, what's really hurting the economy is not so much the virus itself, Ephraim. It's the preventive measures being taken, as Lord was talking about, to prevent the spread of the virus. That's why you have restaurants are being told to close down in some states by governors.
Right.
To prevent people from spreading the disease if they have it or even potentially spreading it and so forth. So it's those kinds of things that are hurting the economy rather than, so many people are getting sick and calling out from work. So that's number one.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, could it actually create the spread of a virus, or could it actually create a recession? Yeah, it's possible. Is it likely? If you consider a recession to be two consecutive quarters of decline, it may not happen. The Federal Reserve Chairman, Jay Powell, said he thinks that this current quarter we could see things pull back. But then, once we get through this, if Dr. Fauci's right, and if it's 8 weeks or so, then in the next quarter, things may rebound very quickly. So it's really hard to say if it's actually going to be a technical recession. It's very possible. It's possible we have one now, then we have a rebound, and then a slowdown next year. We'll just have to wait and see.
We will have to wait and see. Now, we did see the stock market futures sell off sharply overnight after the Federal Reserve announcement. What happened?
Many people are afraid that they may have overreacted, or that they look at that the Fed sees something that the stock market doesn't, and so they're going, "Oh my gosh, we had a big rally Friday, and you can't keep that up forever." So a pullback was okay or expected, but there's some concern that the Fed sees things that others don't, and that the situation is worse than everybody else sees.
Is there more downside to come for the stocks?
Could very well be. I wouldn't expect it to be a whole lot more, but we could go lower than what we have already. But we're a lot closer to the bottom than we had been. I mean, we could go under 20,000 on the Dow, maybe into the 18,000s, but I doubt seriously we'd go much below that. It's possible, with no guarantees.
So what about the long term?
In the long term, we'll get through this. We got through World War I, we got through World War II, we got through the Depression, we got through 9/11, we got through the crash of '87. Yes, in the long term, you're going to see the Dow go much higher. In the short term, it's going to be a bumpy ride.
All right. Thanks a lot, Drew. Drew Parkhill, our financial editor. Thank you so much for your perspective. I want to remind you to stay with us for the latest on the coronavirus as we provide continuous updates here on the CBN News channel. And, of course, you can find even more at cbnnews.com.